fun.
I
Yeah, it
have
was
to
so
say
much
something.
fun.
Yeah. Yeah.
I love the cooperation. It
I
was
know,
awesome.
right? I know, right? Good, good. Um, I have a question for you guys before
Hmm.
you go anywhere. Let's start with teacher Rahat. Let's go over here.
1 minute.
Teacher
From
Rahat.
England.
Yes,
I'm just sharing this live stream through the Hello Global
sure.
and
Ah,
an YouTube channel. Just give me a quick second. Yahoo! We are live on Hello Global. Welcome everyone
Wonderful.
to
That's
our
great.
Red Team competition. It's the 15th of March 2022. Our local time 7:41 GMT and our host Red Team teacher Riza from the USA and our other guest speakers are teacher Ahmed from Poland, teacher Jared from the USA, and this is another red teacher from England. Yahoo!
Yahoo!
Go
Very,
red.
very nice. Thank you for that, teacher Rahat. All right. Speaking of what would you do, I'll throw this question to teacher Rahat before you get ready for your live. Go ahead, teacher Rahat. Here's your question.
I can see the question.
Okay, I'll put it in the comments. Boom, boom, boom.
Oh, I see. I see
You see
now.
it now. Okay,
What
awesome.
would you do if you have superpowers? I
Oh,
would I would slap all the bad people.
nice. Gotcha. How about you, teacher Jared? What would you do?
Look that up.
So I've had this question before from my students.
Mhm.
I tell them that I want to be like a superhero,
Okay.
but I'm afraid that I would have more fun being the supervillain. I think I would be a
Oh,
bad guy. I think I think I would have more fun. I don't know. I just for me, I if you're a superhero, you have to have certain rules and certain things you have to follow. If you're a supervillain, you do whatever you want. So that's what I would do.
super villain. And
Hmm.
what would your super villain name be? Super villain Jared.
Oh, I'd have to put the word red in there somewhere. Supervillain
Oh,
J Red.
okay.
Big R. Hmm.
Super villain team red teacher Jared. Oh my
Yep.
gosh,
Hmm.
that's too
Yep.
long. So let's see. Teacher April says, understand and speak any language. Speak in any
Mm.
language. Awesome. You will change everything to the color red, Mo. Great answer. All right. Teacher Ahmed is here. I will change your question. Okay. So when we win, we get some cash prize. But
Hmm.
Teacher Ahmed, here's your question. Read aloud, please.
Okay. So what would you do if you had all the time and money in the world? Well, maybe you would never see me again. I would be traveling. I would be a globetrotter traveling from each and every corner of the world and
Okay.
maybe to the moon and space. So you would never see me again here on Hello.
Oh man. Are you
That's
going
why
to
I'm very grateful that I don't have money. I don't
Okay,
have that much money yet.
gotcha. Gotcha. And what as a follow-up question to teacher Rahat, if teacher Ahmed gave you $1 million, okay, what would you do if teacher
Okay.
Ahmed just gave you 1 million?
Okay.
Remember to
Okay.
use second conditional because this is something impossible.
If
Oh,
teacher Ahmed would give me $1 million, I will build a place for the elderly people. The elderly people who do not have anyone to take care. Government
Hmm.
doesn't take care. Their children abandon them. I'll take care of them with the group of my friends who are similar minded, dedicated to the help of the humanity, kind,
Hmm.
kindness. I should say not kind, humanity, kindness, and sympathy to support all these elderly people.
Hmm.
They can
um,
come to our that place, anytime.
uh, I just feel it's wrong grammar. Can you help me? What would you do if teacher Ahmed gave you, would give you?
That's fine. Would give you past
Would give
past.
you. Okay,
Yeah.
see?
Oh,
Thank
it
you.
would be
Thanks for the
like gave
help.
you would be better,
Gave you would
I
be better.
guess.
So would give you
Mhm.
or gave you.
Hmm.
Okay, I was more comfortable with that too. Gave
Hmm.
you 1 million.
That's why teacher Ahmed is
Hmm.
not going to pay me $1 million because of the wrong grammar.
No,
Got
no, but
it. Got
teacher
it.
Rahad, I want to make sure you're not using first conditional that is possible to happen. So I don't want to have this possibility.
No, Teacher Ahmed, you should be sincere. It is recorded. Remember, you're under oath.
Wow.
I think I am caught red-handed.
You
Let's say
are.
bye-bye.
We should just give it to Teacher April because she would pay for our vacation together. So let's just give it to Teacher April, okay? Virtue is here. Hi, love. Nice. Janabi, miss you, dude. How are you?
Hey,
Welcome.
Genevieve.
Nice. Okay, we have Teacher Jared up next. What is this?
Another question. Okay.
Here we go, Teacher Jared.
What would you do if all the electricity in the world just stopped? Just me? if it just stopped for me or for everyone?
Make it for everyone.
For everyone. Okay. So if no one had electricity, first of all, we couldn't teach you on Hallo, so I would cry. But then if there was no electricity in the world, I guess I'd go to a desert island and just hang out. I don't know how I'd get there. But if there's no electricity, I don't know. I guess you'd never hear from me again. I'd go somewhere and that would be the end of me. Teacher Rahat has a question?
No,
Comment?
solution. How would,
Solution. Yes,
yeah.
a solution.
I would create the electricity from the solar power. Don't worry. We are scientists. We could do anything.
So smart. But
Yeah, he would use my money to use
Yes.
that, to do that.
That's right. The money.
That's like, all connected, the chain story.
yes, but I feel Janabi has like a business-minded mind. Look, he would sell candles. See, he's making this into like a business-minded solution.
Like an
right?
entrepreneur.
Sell
Mhm.
candles. Yeah.
Janab is into business. Yeah, he is. He is always thinking outside the box.
Mhm.
Exactly.
So no wonder.
Elida, she loves horror stuff, so she's going to like spook us all. Take advantage and tell spooky stories, right? And join you, Teacher Jared, for your 2-line horror story live class.
Yes, that's right. We'll tell scary stories in the dark. There'll be no electricity. What else will we do? Right? Tell scary stories.
Mariam would live in the countryside. Makes sense. Makes sense. Oh, my Virtue, I love you. Thank you. Nice. I miss you, girl. Can't wait to hear you sing again. Awesome, awesome. Okay, I think I have Teacher Ahmed next. Teacher Ahmed, here is your question. Come on. Here we go.
Excuse me.
Oh my God, can I skip it?
Yes, you can. I don't want to force you.
Maybe, yeah, we will go to another one. That would be better.
Sure. But let's see if Teacher Rahat, are you interested to answer this? What would you do if you
I
were a
think, Teacher Rija, it's a sensitive topic. It's better to
Sure.
go.
No problem. For me,
Yeah.
I was thinking of like the Roman gods and goddesses, not religion stuff.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
can
I
skip
know
it.
that you would do that.
You know, I am ready
Bonjour,
with
Thank you.
no problem. I am ready with over 200 what would you do questions.
Oh,
So
wow.
it's so easy to skip. Okay.
I love it. I think it takes like 2 days to finish.
If that's what it takes to get 3,000 viewers, why not? 5,000 viewers, why not?
We're in.
All right. Here we go. Let's do this. For Teacher Ahmed. Go ahead.
Oh, yes. What do if everyone disappeared to thin air?
Mhm.
Well, I don't know. I would be so desperate to be alone. I wish, like, my girlfriend is not included or my family.
Gotcha.
Otherwise, that would be so difficult. But if, like, we would have communication together, that would definitely, make things easier. A means of communication.
Teacher Ahmed, did you know just by saying that word, you have just broken many hearts in my live stream?
I bet he has.
Everybody knows. Everybody knows.
Teacher Ahmed, you just
This is
revealed
a-
something about you. I've got broken hearts, in my live
But-
stream and private
but
messages.
teacher-
My private messages are flooding. They are crying. What's going on?
No, Teacher Reza, like, I have to do that. Maybe she's watching already. So if I don't say so, I'll be like, I'll be
Smart.
caught red-handed.
Yes,
Yeah,
very-
exactly.
Of course, I'm just teasing. Thank you for sharing that. I'm
Yeah.
just teasing.
Thank you,
Awesome.
Clara.
Okay. Teacher Rahat, do you know what a transformer is?
I know the movie only.
The movie. Here, transform. Oh,
Transformer,
okay.
the electricity transformer, you mean?
So this one, transformer, and then
Oh, we have
Yeah.
one handy.
yeah.
Yeah, the movie.
Okay. And of course, my son cannot get enough of transformers, so
Mm.
Wow, awesome.
all right. So this is a transformer. So my
Mhm.
question for you would be, here we go, Teacher Rahat.
What vehicle would you turn into? You know the
Mhm.
12 wheels, big
Oh,
HVG,
okay.
yeah, or HGV, heavy geared vehicle. 12 wheels, that one.
Obvious. A big vehicle type, not
Yeah,
helicopter, not
no.
yeah.
I'll smash anyone and everyone in front of me, all the bad other
Yes.
Transformers cars, bullier spammers,
Uh-huh.
jealousy
And
people.
okay.
Like, every like blue vehicle, you mean?
Yes, I believe blue
Or
vehicle.
Every
you'd
non
have some
vehicle.
sympathy, yes, for the right ones.
Oh, I like Bumblebee.
Mhm.
Because Bumblebee is yellow, Elida. I know you like yellow. So
Get
good
it?
choice. I think I have Teacher Jared. I'll make it easy
Yep.
for you.
Well, I
Here
get the
we go.
easy question. All right, good.
Here we
Uh,
go.
Okay, so what do you wish grew on trees? I could give you an obvious answer, but I think
Okay.
everyone in the chat will probably come up with the obvious answer. So
Okay.
let me think of a fun one. So if something grew on trees, Teacher Riza, I love pepperoni pizza, but I don't like going out to get it. And some days they can't deliver it to my house, like on Fridays when everyone orders pizza. It takes a long time. But if I had a pizza tree in my yard, I could go out and grab pizza. Maybe a pepperoni pizza tree, maybe like a sausage and pepper pizza tree, maybe have
Oh
some
my.
different topping trees. So that's what I'm gonna say. I'm
I
gonna say I
like that
want pizza
answer.
trees. Mhm.
I like that answer. Pizza, topping, tree.
Pizza topping trees. Yep.
Yeah. So now we will have a new idiom. What's that? Money doesn't grow on trees.
True,
Pizza
correct.
toppings do grow on trees.
Mm-hmm.
Got it. Did I skip? Is it Teacher
No,
Ahmed's turn?
Teacher Ahmed? Mm-hmm.
no, you didn't skip. But may I add something? In the UK, there is an advertisement for a bank.
Okay.
Money doesn't grow in trees. Obviously, they grow in branches. Visit your
Yeah.
branch to get your money.
Ah,
Nice advert, though.
that's good marketing. Yeah.
It
All right.
is.
Maybe this might be a two-part question for Teacher Ahmed. Go ahead. Ooh. First. Oh, am I losing you
Well,
guys?
I might bribe the person so that he doesn't share the secret with anybody else.
Gotcha.
That's one thing I might do, or otherwise I would say go ahead and share whatever you want to, because my biggest secrets are nothing like to be unveiled. So I think
Okay.
that would be okay.
Okay. So it would be okay. So nothing like huge that you're hiding or anything like that.
Kind of, but there's nothing that I would be really, really afraid. But there are secrets that I wouldn't share in front of you. So this is the second part of your question.
So if Teacher Rahat wants that $1 million, Teacher Rahat find out Teacher Ahmed's biggest secret,
Mhm.
he'll bribe you with the $1 million.
So it would be
Yeah,
2
I think
million
It's all
then.
connected. Mhm.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing that. And Teacher Rahat, we had this question about disappearing into thin air, but let's do something else for you. Try this one.
What would you do if you were invisible? That's
Mhm.
another $1 million question.
Ooh, tell us, tell us.
Probably I would do a lot of things. The first things would be visiting any country anytime without passport, ticket, money.
Okay.
Number one. Number two, again, We'll catch red-handed all the blue-collared people who are involved in all bad works.
Okay. Mhm.
That's a funny answer, though. So
Gotcha.
the first answer is the acceptable answer.
Let's see. Elita says, if I were invisible, I would visit some friends and scare them. Still connected with the horror stuff. I see the connections. Awesome. Awesome. All right, Teacher Jared. This
Okay.
sounds like you. So this is appropriate for you. Here we go.
For
Ooh.
me,
Yeah.
what would you do if you were the president?
You're so outspoken. This is you. Come on.
I don't want to get involved in politics. if I were the president, I would step down on day 2 and give everything to the vice president.
Oh, man.
Imagine having president on your resume, Teacher Riza. I can get any job I want to after that. So I'd be like, thank you for your votes. I'm going to hand things over now to Vice President Riza, and
Wow.
I will go elsewhere. Too much pressure.
Too much pressure. Got it. So it's not
An
for you.
easy way to succeed the throne.
Yeah, it's like that's what the vice president's there for when I get tired of it.
Okay. But this is not a politics talk that I'll get banned, right? It's still English, right?
It's still English.
Indeed.
I don't want to get banned and say you talked about politics stuff. Paint everything
No, you're
red.
okay. No worries.
Mhm.
Okay. You would change people's names for superheroes. That was a good one. All right.
And may I add with something with Teacher Jared's answer?
Of course,
We'll-
we're welcome to. We have a lot of time.
We'll make this whole planet as a red planet.
There you go. Yes.
Good one.
So that'll be day 1, Teacher Rahat. I'll make everything red, and then day 2, I'll step down.
With the day Prime Minister.
Yeah.
Man. Okay. That was good. Okay, Teacher Ahmed's turn. Dun, 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 dun. Here we go.
What would you do if you have the power to go to the future and the past?
Yeah.
Well, if I had the power, then I wouldn't use the one about my future, but I would use it about the past.
Ooh,
I want to
wow.
go back to my childhood, have so many memories. I want to get back there, but I don't want to see my future, to be honest, because I would be so much disappointed.
Oh,
If I know that, okay, I will die in 10 years, then I would say, oh, I don't want to work. I don't want to do anything at all. So that's one thing. And if I know that I will be really successful in 10 years, then I wouldn't, do the hard working that, I'm planning to. So maybe the future would be excluded, but getting back to the past is interesting. A lot of memories, a lot of red days.
very nice. So you prefer the past. But do you think that if you see your future, good or bad, you would have the ability, or you would want the ability to change, to take action in the present to change the future? Okay, that's
But
complicated.
how could you change it? Like if the future says you would pass away in 10 years, in 4 years, how would you change that?
Okay,
I mean, there would be no way, I guess.
gotcha.
Teacher Riza, honestly, it would be really chaos because you're going against the nature. The future has not come yet. Okay.
That's
So if Teacher Ahmed tries to change the future by the action of present, obviously it will be the same disastrous future, which we don't want.
disastrous. Gotcha.
No.
So I will ask you. I know you have a class teacher, Rahat, but I'm gonna edit a few things here. What would you do, Teacher Rahat, if you, Jared, and Ahmed were the only people on Earth? Let's start with you, Teacher Rahat.
Okay,
Let's plan something, gentlemen. Yeah, I don't know.
we'll send the other two teachers in two other continents.
Okay. Jared,
Teachers
what would you
other-
do if you, Teacher Rahat,
Mhm.
and Ahmed were the only people on Earth?
Okay,
So-
so this is for me.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
All of
Everybody
you.
So, all right. So if I guess if we were the only, first of all, we'd be out of a job again because we all know English, so we wouldn't be Hallo teachers anymore.
Gotcha.
So So I think, like Teacher Rahat said, I think we would each go to our own continent, and we would be like kings, and we would just rule our own lands.
Nice.
Yeah.
So you have to go to different continents because altogether you might have chaos or it would be complicated. Do you think that's the way?
Yeah, or you just be the king of your own land. But I call dibs on the warmest place. Wherever has the warmest weather, I'm gonna go there. So
Gotcha.
Africa.
dibs.
Africa.
Yeah, I'll go to Africa. That will be my space. It's nice and warm there. That's where I'll go.
All right.
Awesome.
Wow.
So I'd like to
And
hop off, Teacher Riza, Teacher Jared Ahmed. I'll start my own live stream. You
okay,
are welcome to join me. Okay.
we are
Okay.
going to join him
We'll
very
be
soon.
there. Yes.
Thank
No
you very
worries.
much.
We're going to join him very soon.
Bye.
But
Thank you, teacher.
to answer the question. So what
Mhm.
would you do, Teacher Ahmed?
Hello. Excuse me. Hello and good evening, everyone. Welcome to my live stream. So, dear viewers, welcome. Teacher Ahmed, Shams, Joanne, another Ahmed, Team Raid. Welcome to Team Raid. We are rocking. Our local time is 8 p.m. Tuesday night here in the UK. And I believe that we are going to have some good time with all of you. Teacher Ahmed, if you're free, would you like to join? Please let me know so that I can add you. So, guys, as you might be aware, today is the 15th of March, greatest day of the Hallo's history, because this is the first time Hallo is marketing is publicity in India and South Korea, which is why we have got 24/7 Hallo teachers live streams. And basically, there are two teams, red team and blue team. I'm the part of Red Team, and I can see some other Red Team's teachers and supporters are here. Thank you very much, guys, for joining at this moment. I believe that we're going to have good time. Before that, I would like to introduce our Red Team teachers and with our viewers. Okay, but if anyone wants to hop on, especially any Red Team teacher, more than welcome. Or any other student who is interested to join, you are more than welcome. What you have to do, if you see the hop on button, you have to click on it. Or if you're watching from your mobile, you have to click on the video cam button so that I can bring you and talk to you. Hello, Nishad. Welcome. Congratulations, Nishad, for being one of the winners of this 10 days speaking competition. So because I'm conducting this live stream from my mobile, possibly I'll not be able to bring my subscribers freely. Okay, but if anyone is interested to join, however, you are more than welcome. Okay, so we're going to kick off as soon as we get 20 viewers to introduce with our Red Team Hello Teachers and the video which is compiled by our another Red Team teacher, April, who is from the United States of America. I'm sure you'll be enjoying it. Hello, Ezra, welcome. So let us, excuse me, introduce Red Team. So dear viewers, I'm sure you can see that. Hannah, welcome. Hannah, today is like a competition between two groups of teachers of this app. So there's one team is called Red Team and another team is called Blue Team or Team Blue. So our Red Team teacher Ahmed, is on the comment section. First one is Ahmed from Poland, then teacher Anaidam from the United States of America, teacher April from the USA, teacher Vule from South Africa, teacher Daler from Uzbekistan, teacher Hana from the United States of America, teacher Jared from the USA, teacher Jennifer from the USA, teacher Julie from the USA, and teacher Kira from the Philippines. That's me next. Teacher Riza from the USA and teacher Sky from the USA. We all rock together, work as a red team, and we are continuously conducting the live stream from last night, which is 12 a.m. 15th March to 11 p.m. 15th March. And my class has a topic, IELTS, what you need to know. So I'll be discussing the basic information about the IELTS exam. And should you have any questions about the IELTS exam, you're more than welcome. You're more than welcome to ask me in the questions in comment section. Teacher Ahmed, if you have a little bit time, please hop on. That would be really great. Okay, I believe that teacher Ahmed might be busy. Hi, Professor Haidar. Hi, Walid. Walaikum salam. Nishad again. Okay, because I'm conducting this live stream from the laptop, I'm not able to hop on my subscribers freely. but let me try. Yes, I can bring you guys. Yahoo! Maybe you can stay for a few minutes, That is the new update.
Okay, teacher. Good evening, teacher.
Good evening, Walid.
Everyone,
Welcome.
guys, how are you doing?
We're doing great. We are with the red team. Let me bring Nishad as well. I didn't know that I could bring you, yeah? Nishad, if you can make a comment, that would be great, yeah. And let me see who else is here. Hi, Teacher Wule, welcome. Teacher April, Yahoo! Would you like to join? Hello, Teacher Jared. Red wine. But I don't drink wine, by the way. We are preparing for a class. Okay. How about Teacher Ahmed and April and Vula? If you have time, please hop on for a few minutes. So, Nishat, congratulations for being one of the winners of this competition.
Thank you, teacher. I'm really blessed. Yeah, I got a $10 in that competition, teacher.
Very good. Congratulations. Felicitation. How is your feelings now?
Yeah, teacher, I feel really great and amazed. And I'm really excited though. I was playing game with teacher, all of the teacher, and there is a participant like more than 230. And I feel great when the teacher announced my name, Nisha. You got like $10 and congratulate the teacher congratulate me in front of more than 230 people. So I feel great at that time.
Okay. Hi, Teacher April says, I wish I could join. I'm listening from the kitchen. Teacher Riza is here. Yahoo. Dr. Love is here. Karim Turki,
Welcome,
welcome.
everyone.
Professor Haider, welcome. Idris, welcome. Okay, if any of the Hello teachers is interested to join, please do let me know or hop on. I'll be happy to bring you. Okay, Walid, today we had a lesson. I had to cancel it because of this competition. It will be 2 hours non-stop competition.
No worries, teacher.
Okay, we're going to have some fun. We're going to learn something. Our today's topic is IELTS, what you need to know. As you can see,
I think we know, teacher.
okay, so don't worry if you have got any questions in the meantime. We're going to answer it. We're going to read the comments. We're going to have fun. We're going to have good time. Red team is everywhere. If you close your eyes, you'll find red color. If you open your eyes, red color. Okay, red Ferrari, red Tesla. Yeah, Professor Haider is joining. Yahoo! So, which is your favorite color, Nishad?
Yeah, teacher, to be more exact, my favorite color is red. I already mentioned it, maybe teacher. Ahmed live streaming, maybe some other. Because I like red roses, teacher.
Mm-hmm. All right. Hi, Professor Haider, welcome. I'm glad to see you.
Hello, teacher. How are you?
I'm great. Thank you very much. How are you? How is your PhD
Yeah,
going on?
Walid, how are you guys?
Welcome,
Sorry,
bro.
sorry. I'm doing great. Thank you, teacher.
Okay, I'm sure you have met Nishad and Walid, haven't you?
Yeah. I met both. Yeah.
Yeah.
Long time no see, Professor Haider. How you doing?
I'm doing good, Alhamdulillah.
Uh,
I'm waiting for you.
Oh my God. Yeah, I'm glad to see you, Professor Haider. And Walid
Thank you
Sir,
very
you
much.
too.
so are you back to Finland, Professor Haider?
Yeah, I already came back to Finland before 10 days. Yeah.
Okay. So how is everything going on over there?
Yeah, like always, teacher. I have the same work. Yeah, I had to go to lab every day. So far so good. Yes, teacher.
Great. Okay, so
Yeah.
once again, let me introduce the red team teachers. Teacher Ahmed from Poland, Teacher Anairam from the USA, Teacher April from the USA, and Teacher April has made an amazing video. I'm going to share with you in a moment, guys. Teacher Vule from South Africa, Teacher Daler from Uzbekistan, teacher Hannah from the USA, Jared from the USA, teacher Jennifer from the USA, teacher Julie from the USA, teacher Kyra from the Philippines, and me, I'm from England, teacher Riza from the USA, teacher Sky from the USA. Yahoo! Most of the teachers are from the USA. You can see that.
Yeah.
And
Why almost is from you
sorry, Walid?
teacher? I said why almost teacher is from there. US.
USA. Oh, teacher Jennifer is here. If you have time, teacher Jennifer, you can hop on. Any Hello teachers, please. Yeah. This is the, they have chosen, Hello Authority has chosen. There is a team blue as well. And, and we are a red team. Okay. Yes, teachers are red hot. Okay. So that's pretty cool. Okay, so let us show the the video that has been made by teacher April, which is really amazing. She has uploaded it in the YouTube. So I'm going to share her YouTube channel. If you have got any question in the meantime, please do ask me, Professor Haider, Nishad, or Walid. Our today's basic topic would be IELTS, what you need to know. Okay, and after showing this video, we're going to describe a little bit all the questionnaires, patterns, what you need to know basically if you want to sit for the IELTS exam. Okay, so let's move on. By the way, dear viewers and Professor Haider, Walid, and Nishad, this live stream has been shared through my Facebook channel, Hello channel, Hello Global, as well as through my
Okay.
YouTube channel live. Many people are watching from there. Okay, here you go. Yahoo! We are Team Red. Welcome. We have got a new guest speaker. Hello. Are you there? Hi, teacher Anaram, Marilla, teacher April. Welcome. Lee James, I believe that.
Yeah. Welcome everyone.
Hello, teacher Lee.
Hello, teacher
Hey
Lee.
guys, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes, we
Yes.
can hear
Yes,
you now.
yes.
Yes. Do you remember me, Rahat? You were on my channel when I just joined Hello last year, December. Remember for my first time, and you and another teacher helped me out that one night when I when I went live.
Mhm.
And then yeah, man, it was just I met you for the first time then. And yeah, I've been seeing your post and stuff, but I've been so busy. I'm teaching in Beijing and Vietnam. I haven't had a chance to check out your class. So I just wanted to say hey man, what's happening? Are you good? Are you well?
Thank you very much for hopping on. Yeah, I do remember you vividly. So are you?
Yes, I was the South African boy who didn't know much at that stage. And I didn't know what hop on was and all of that stuff, and you guys assisted me. So I just wanted to say thanks, and I hope you're doing well.
Yeah, we are fantastic. Thank you very much for joining. Are you still in Beijing?
No, so I'm in South Africa, but I'm going to Vietnam very soon. But currently I'm teaching in 3 different time zones, so it's a bit rough for me, including UK. So like now I've just finished sessions with UK, and it's like what's the time? It's almost 10 now. But I've been up since 2 a.m. Teaching in Beijing and Vietnam. So Beijing in the morning, Vietnam during the day, and then UK at night. It's really tough right now. But yeah, there's gonna be there will come a time where I have to let go of one of the platforms. It's just I've got no time for myself, you know. It's kind of like consuming all of me, and man, I don't want it to get to the point where I lose, you know, that flame, that flare, and that vivid fire that burns deep inside. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Hence all the classes that you have.
That's right.
Well, I just want to say, like, I've been every time I go online, you always have a live class, and I just want to say big ups to you, man. Like for the effort and the commitment that you have. Like, yeah, man, I just want to take my hat off to you and say that's I commend you on that. The fact that you are so committed, and that your integrity speaks louder than the class. You know, the fact that you are there and that you show up, and I mean that's all that matters to the student, is that you're there and you show up. You know, the rest will speak for itself. So I just want to say, like, big ups to you. I've been watching you for a while, even though I'm being in the shadows. I've been watching you every time I've been on the platform. And yeah, I'm going to be doing a couple of live classes as well. I've got some big classes that I want to smash onto the platform. I think it will be good. Nothing of the sort that you can find anywhere else that makes it unique. So I think because all the platforms have the same type of courses. So I've been doing some research and stuff. So yeah. So look out for that. And yeah, man, I'm happy to meet you again and to be with you guys again on Hallo. It's really good. I'm actually just sitting here now in the lounge after a hard day. And yeah, man, so thanks for allowing me to be in your class.
You're very welcome. That's really my honor to have such a sweet compliments from you, though I didn't have much time to talk to you, but it's really, really, it brings value and I should say prestigious things, you know. Okay.
Ryan, that's his name, Ryan. There he is. He's in the chat, Ryan. It was you and Ryan that helped me that night. Remember?
That's right.
Ryan.
But today for the competition, Ryan is my enemy. He's from the Team Blue. We're from
is
Team
it?
Red.
Is he your enemy? Okay. All right. Well, I'm just here to observe. I'm really intrigued to see your class. I think it's going to be great. I just want to say, like, you know, I've been watching you, and you've really stood out to me because your approach and how you you know how you keep on just putting yourself out there, not knowing what to expect. I mean, that just that faith to know that, you know, the guys are going to show up, that your teaching is really reaching people. And that's all that matters, you know. That's all that matters. So I just want to tell you, like, every time I come on the platform, I do check out what you're doing, just quick, brief, and then I move on, because obviously, you know, I'm not on there to teach or anything. But big ups to you, man. Big ups to you, really.
Thank you very much.
People can learn from you.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
man. You've come a long way.
Thank
come
you.
a long way since I've met you. You've come a long way.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I just want to say that to you. Okay.
Thank you very much. Okay.
You're a legend in the making. A legend in the making.
Thank you very much. That's so
Heavyweight champion of the world. Rahat.
Yes.
The IELTS.
Lee James, can you sing a song for us with the red wine so the teacher Ryan becomes more covetous?
Yes, sure. Red wine. Stay close to me. I really don't know the words, but yeah, I'm pretty sure that Ryan can. Ryan the Lion. Does he not? I heard him singing the other day. I just want to say, Ryan, buddy, that song that you sang, no good. Me speak no English. I come from Barcelona. I know nothing. Anyway, I just want to say red wine, Ryan. Red wine, buddy. Stay close to me and Rahat,
Thank
and
you.
you will be on the path. Oh man, it's so good to be with you guys. Wow, this has really made my evening. I didn't expect this at all. Wow, this is really cool.
All right. The
Just
reason is that
it's so
today Hello is marketing officially. This is the first time in India and South
okay.
Korea. That's why they have arranged this 24/7 teachers live stream without any gaps.
Oh
So,
yes, yes, yes.
so
I got the email and I wanted to join, but I was just like, there is no way that I can do this. Not with my current schedule. It's just it's impossible. But I'm yet to spur you on. Red wine, Rahat.
thank you.
You are the guy who likes chicken pie.
I like chicken pie. I like chicken pie, mate.
I love chicken pie, mate. I love chicken pie.
All
Oh
right.
yeah. Mm.
So, guys, meet Lee James, another teacher, Walid from Iraq, Nishat from Bangladesh, and Katarina from the Philippines, and Professor Haider, a PhD student from the University of Helsinki, Finland. Meet our teacher Lee James, one by one.
Yeah, Teacher James. Yeah, I'm Teacher James from South Africa. I'm 34 years old. I am an online teacher, ESL. I've been doing this for about 3.5 years due to lockdown. I'm actually an offline teacher. I do a lot of outreach work with churches, and I go and work with villages and high poverty areas where we go and teach English to poor high poverty children in remote areas. And yeah, man, we do that on an outreach basis, and that's where I kind of like got the bug to do this. And since then, oh yeah, I forgot to tell you, Rahat, I won 6 awards in the last 2 years.
Oh,
Last year I won 3, and this year I won 3. So I won 3 last year for best child teacher,
that's
and 3
cool.
this year for best teacher award on the platforms that I was working on. And I've done, listen to this, 3,900 hours
Wow.
of teaching in the last 3 years.
Felicitations
Yeah.
and
So
many, many
yeah,
congratulations.
so that's yeah, thank you. I just worked that out recently because the people were actually asking like, how many students have you taught? And then we kind of like went back to the drawing board, and yeah. So in that regard, I'm very stoked. But I mean, it doesn't change anything. I mean, it's just it's just a piece of paper. But I'm looking forward to seeing what I can maybe do on Hallo and what I can learn. I think for me, it's more about the learning than anything else. So right now in our country, it's not good. There's a lot of stuff going on. So yeah, man, we're all over the place. But we're trying to stand together in unity. So if you guys can just pray for us, just keep us in your prayers, South Africa.
Sure.
We are really a good country. We are really, really a good country, and we have a lot to offer. I mean, that's why we're still on the map. And yeah, we just right now there's this whole thing of black and white, you and me, apartheid, non-apartheid, and unfortunately I cannot stand for what my forefathers did, but what I can do is I can tell you it was wrong. And the whole thing of this whole apartheid reversing on its own people now is just like it's gone crazy, it's gone viral. So yeah, we've got a bit of a problem in the sense of it's not getting better, man. It's not. And yeah, we are like the current blame constantly. And yeah, the whole racism thing is also a big thing, and the corruption, and there's just a lot going on. So right now, power cuts and stuff like that is a big thing. So we have to run on backup power, which is not good, and it's really a problem. It's forced us to do things that we've never done before, and it's never meant to be like that. I mean, we're supposed to be living in our country peacefully without any of this nonsense. But okay, we are here now. And I just want to say, like, it really tested me this week because I had very important classes. And while I was teaching, my backup power went. It died because there was too much load shedding and there was not enough time for it to replenish or recharge. And I literally burst into tears because all my hard work, you know, everything I've done up until now to get to this point. And I had this vision of it like just being washed away, you know, like on a piece of glass. It's just like like a whole flash flood, and there we go, and then I'm no more. Because it happened to me before in the past, where I had a big contract in China with a school, and load shedding cost me my contract, my first contract. That broke me. That really did. It broke me, and it forced me to rebuild and to reanalyze and to re-look at it, you know, the why am I actually teaching, and you know, where am I going to put my focus? So yeah, man, I just had a flashback this week, and it was a tough week. So yeah, our country's not in a good place right now. So I just wanted to share that. And yeah, there's a lot going on, and you'll probably read a lot in the papers. And yes, most of it is true. But there are good people in this country, and we are fighting for what's right. And we are fighting that justice will prevail, and that truth and righteousness will stand. And that's all I wanted to say.
Thank you very much. Okay, does anyone have any question for Teacher Lee?
No, teacher.
Okay, so we have got Katarina. Welcome. Professor Haider is back. All right, let me read the comments quickly.
Hello, teacher.
Hello.
Hi, everyone. Hi, Teacher James.
Hey.
How are you?
I'm good. I'm good now. Thank you that I'm in community with other fellow teachers and students and just everybody around the world. Just this little bit of unity, really. It's really uplifted me because I've really had a really rough day, and our future is really just not bright right now. In the sense of, I mean, it's really forced me to think of leaving the country, and I don't want to, because this is my country, this is my home, man. I was born here. I'm a farm boy. You know, I'm a hard boy. I come from the farm. There's nothing you can tell me about farming and you know, hardcore rough terrain. I mean, I do skydiving and bungee jumping. I'm a extremist, but yeah, man, it's just right now it saddens me to the point where I'm pushed out of my own country, my place. You know, the place where you were born. I mean, it's your home. So I just feel like I'm challenged, because I've got decisions to make, and it's got to do with my future and where I'll be in the next 2-3 years, because this teaching thing is not permanent. I mean, it's not, and it's also not a given. I mean, today you're here, tomorrow you're gone.
Yeah.
So the time that you have, you got to make the best of it. And also, I mean, companies can replace you, schools can replace you. You are not irreplaceable. So the time that you have to teach, you got to put in, man, like Rahat's doing on Hallo. You've got to make yourself, you know, that beacon. When people jump on, that's the first face they see is him, for example. So it's got to be like that, you know, that lasting impression. But then again, like I'm saying, the thing with this ESL that I've noticed is that you can be replaced within a heartbeat, and you can be pushed aside like this. It's just, you know, to have your eggs in many baskets is currently what's forced us with the whole China falling and stuff like that. So yeah, man, it's just we are in uncertain times. That's all. There's no certainty anymore.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, teacher.
We wish and hope that this situation changes soon and everyone becomes to the
Thanks, man.
normal life.
Yeah.
Thanks. Yeah, no. We also want to. I mean, it's really, there's a lot of tension right now in our country, and the tension is for change, especially in power. And if it's not going to change in the next year, there is going to be bloodshed. That I can tell you now, because the white people and the black people that can see past this whole thing that's going on between the manipulation and corruption, they're hurtful. I mean, we are tired. We are tired of this empty, beneficial platform that you call yourself leadership. You know what I mean?
That's right.
So yeah, it's just a self-enriching, get as much cookies out of the cookie jar as I can while I can, as much as I can, and just everybody for himself. And man, we don't even have youth coming up. That's like even one of the worst points is that we don't even have youth being groomed, because all these politicians that are in power now are hanging onto their position so tightly that they are literally like they are past their sell by date. They are like expired, man.
Sorry,
These guys are way
teacher
expired.
Jen. Sorry, I think it will be better for us
Yes.
not to bring any sensitive issue, politics especially. I know that it is
Oh yeah.
relevant.
Okay. Sorry.
If you don't mind, okay?
Okay. Sorry.
All right.
No problem.
Okay, and thank you very much for hopping on here and sharing with all success stories. And we wish
Thanks.
everyone becomes happy. Okay, so let me read out some of the comments quickly. Teacher Sky, welcome again. Ramesh Nishad is on the hop on. Katrina is on the hop on section. And Dime, welcome. Again, Nishad. Professor Haidar is on the hop on section. Teacher April, then Dime again. Idris. Teacher Ryan says, bye guys. Okay. Karim Turkey and Teacher April again and all the people. Okay, and Teacher Jennifer, another red team, team red, sorry. I always say the other team red teacher. Okay, so let's move on a little bit, so as you might be aware, our main topic is today IELTS, what you need to know. Many a times, our learners come to my live stream and they ask me this question: why do we need to sit for IELTS exam? What's the purpose, and who can sit for the IELTS exam? So this lesson would be covering basically all the information that you have to know. If you are considering to sit for the IELTS exam, and if you'd like to know more, I believe that it will give you a very good idea why and how you can sit for the IELTS exam. And if you've got any more questions in the meantime, Katrina, Professor Haida, Nishad, and Walid, please always stop me and ask me.
Okay, teacher.
All right, and Professor Haida has muted. I can see then, and Katrina has also muted too.
Teacher, no
Yes,
question for me.
sure, go on.
Hi there.
We are waiting to
Yes,
listen.
teacher. Nothing, teacher. You go on, please.
Okay, Katrina, do you have a question?
No, teacher.
All right, you haven't got any question. That's great. All right, so dear viewers, IELTS stands for International English Language Testing Service. Okay, so that is mostly from the UK and Cambridge and British Council, and also from IDP Australia. There are two main centers, but they are in qualitative and quantitative way they are same. They offer this test almost every month from 192 different locations, including some territories. And why do you need to sit for the IELTS exam? There are three main reasons. It could be more. Number one, if you are planning to study in English-speaking countries in any level, especially undergraduate, graduate, postgraduate, scholarship, PhD program, okay, then training or registration, especially English-speaking countries like the USA, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, UK, some European countries, and also maybe part of South Africa. Okay, number two, if you're planning to move there with a job offer and you'd like to settle there, you need to show your demonstration and IELTS exam. And based on these two categories, there are two types of IELTS exam. One is academic, which is related to studies, academic purpose, registration training. And another one is general training, which is only for, working purpose. Okay, and IELTS has a band score. The lowest score is 1 and the highest score is 9. Okay, and each of the tests has 4 main sections: listening, reading, writing, and speaking. And both of the tests have two common sections, which is listening and speaking. They differ at academic writing and academic reading, and general writing and general reading. Okay, we'll explain step by step. So listening, there are 40 questions, and you'll have an hour time. It will be like 3 parts, section 1, 2, and 3, and there are different kinds of questions, and you'll be given 10 extra time. First, you have to score your answer on the question paper, then you can transfer the extra 10 minutes to the answer sheet. After listening, generally the next test is in some places writing and some places reading. It depends on the test center how they like to conduct it. And let me go to the academic reading. Okay, academic reading, there are 3 academic big paragraph you have to read and you have to answer. Again, an hour, 40 questions, and there are different kinds of questions, and as I say, 60 minutes. After 60 minutes, your exam is over. You have to submit your question paper and the answer sheet. Then academic writing, there are 2 types of tasks in writing. Task 1, which is from a graph chart or bar chart. Let me show you. You can see academic and general test. Hang on a moment, please. Okay, and also the second part is descriptive. So in general writing, the difference is you have to write a letter or an application, and the task 2 is similar, descriptive, and like an essay. For the general reading, there will be 5 small paragraphs, again 40 questions, an hour. And the speaking task is the last part, where you have to demonstrate 4 main things. Number 1, fluency and coherence. Number 2, lexical resources. Number 3, using different kinds of grammar and wider range of grammar structure. And the last but not least is pronunciation. There is no marks in IELTS exam having accent or not. As you can see from the screen, marks distribution. So that is the writing part, task response, coherent and cohesion, lexical resource and vocab. And similar in speaking, fluency, as I've said earlier. Okay, that's the only difference. If you've got any question, please do ask me. I'll be answering as we go through. And literally, there are thousands of, I shouldn't say thousands, hundreds of universities around the world that offer scholarship for the national and international students, depending on your IELTS score as well as your academic score. If you search in any specific country's website, you'll be able to find. And what is the criteria to apply for this kind of scholarship program? In most of the cases, they have got a band level score of 7 in academic minimum. In some countries, it is 7.5 to apply for the scholarship programs. Okay, for study purpose, we have to bear in mind that only academic test is required, not the general test. Okay, and there are other kinds of people sometimes who like to sit for the IELTS exam to assess their quality of English. They just do it to find out what level they are. But also we have to remember one amazing feature is that IELTS exam is not only knowing the English, but also knowing the rubrics. We call it the different tips and techniques and strategies, because everyone knows English more or less, and we just can have good conversation, but it is not the conversation itself. There are some other things that is needed.
Riyadh?
Yes.
Do you know the company called English Partner with English?
No, I don't have any idea.
It is okay. It's also an IELTS company. It's a very, very big company in China, and this company offered me a position, but it's too intense. Like if I have to look at how they do the examination on the what you are talking about now, it's in terms of administration for the teacher side. It's a lot of work, mate. I actually went for training yesterday where they showed me like how it's going to work and stuff, and just on the speaking and you know, the listening, the actual system that they use is so advanced. I mean, it's really, I sat there and I was like, wow, no, this is not for me. You know what I mean? So I was just kind of like, I was really taken back with how much effort actually goes into IELTS. People don't really realize it, but there's a lot of effort that goes into this type of teaching, and it's a kind of like a niche. It's a specifically taught platform because it is required, and the demand and supply is very, very high, and as well as the standard in terms of why the students are taking this exam, why they need it. Some of it's entry level to, you know, institutions, others not. It's just each person's got his own reason. But I actually realized it for the other day for the first time. It's actually a very important platform. I just want to say. So, yo, man, I just wanted to say that.
Thank you very much. So, Walid, Nishad, welcome back. Professor Haida or Katrina, if you've got any questions.
No, teacher. I don't have any question.
Okay, let me scroll down the screen quickly and I'll explain. So in IELTS speaking task, as you can see, this is the part of speaking task. There are three types: task 1, task 2, and task 3. And the speaking task 1 is general question like your name, where are you from, why are you sitting for the IELTS exam, and they ask, you know, a few other questions. Task 2, which is called cue card, is sometimes many students feel that it is the challenging part, the most challenging part of speaking section, because you'll be given a topic and some questions and some, you know, information to think about the topic for a minute, and after that you'll be asked to talk at least 2 minutes. Okay, and what they're going to ask is when you're having this conversation, your presentation. Number 1, as I said earlier, fluency and coherence, 25%, lexical resources, 25%, grammatical range and accuracy, 25%, pronunciation, 25%. Now, sometimes some learners are confused about the word fluency and coherence. So basically, fluency means when you're talking about a topic without stopping, without having difficulties or limitation, not too fast, not too slow, and obviously with the going with the flow. That is the general definition of fluency. And the coherence means when you're talking about the topic step by step and only related to the topic. And number 2 point, which is lexical resource, actually it's a wider variety of words. It could be synonyms, it could be antonyms, it could be phrasal verbs, it could be idioms, it could be some expressions which are allowed in speaking. We have to bear in mind, speaking English and written English is totally different, because there are many words that we use in our spoken English, but we are not allowed to use in our written English, especially phrases and idioms. For example, you can say very often, hey, I'm over the moon when I heard this good news. But in written English, we can't use it, over the moon. You have to use the academic form, okay? I'm going to emphasize the academic form once again. Welcome, Amy and Jenny. Thank you very much for joining. If you have got any questions or comments, dear viewers, I'll be happy to answer it. We have got quite a good number of guest speakers today. I'm very glad that they have joined, especially Professor Haida and teacher Lee James. Actually, it was out of my expectation that you would join me. Okay. And Nishad is my subscriber, Katrina and Walid. Guys, if you've got any question in the meantime, we can have a little bit chit chat and go on.
Yes, teacher.
Nishad, I believe that you have got a test tomorrow, right?
Yes, teacher.
And how confident you are?
Teacher, I'm feeling nervous as well as I'm feeling a bit confidence as well as, because you he gave me so much motivation, as well as I'm preparing some topic over there. You suggest me some topics, so preparing those topic as well. So yeah, I'm feeling a bit confidence right now.
Okay, that's great. Remember that always you have to be confident, even though you might understand that you are making mistakes, and don't stop it. Don't interrupt your conversation because of grammar, because of maybe wrong pronunciation, because it's a group discussion and they're going to find out your presentation skill, your interactive skill, your attitudes, your friendliness, a few other things they're going to assess from this group discussion. Okay.
Okay, teacher. Okay, teacher, I will remember it.
All right, so as I'm going through lexical resource, I've explained the next one is grammatical range and accuracy. Now it's a challenging question. I'm going to ask this question to all of you, including our teacher. Okay, let me see how do they present. This is one of the most common questions in IELTS exam. 2 questions, remember that. Sometimes they seem like same, but they're not. Question number 1, what do you do? Walid, are you there, Walid?
I'm doing great.
You're doing great. Okay.
Yes, teacher.
Teacher Lee James will be answering that the last. Katrina, what do you do? Katrina, are you there?
Hello, teacher.
Teacher,
Hello, teacher.
teacher, I'm here. Katrina, what do you do? What's your answer?
I'm doing well, teacher.
Okay. Professor Haidar, what do you do?
I'm doing great, and I'm talking with you now. Yeah.
Nishad, what do you do?
Teacher, I'm a student and I've just completed my graduation. Now I'm pursuing my higher education. Yeah,
Okay.
in Finland. So yeah.
Great. Teacher Lee James, what would be your answer?
Well, I'm a ESL teacher and I'm looking to further my studies to obtain knowledge in the field that I'm currently embarking in. And I would like to see where this takes me.
Thank you very much. So guys, listen carefully. What do you do and what are you doing? These questions are not same. Very often, if you don't listen to the question carefully, you get confused. That's why only teacher Lee James and Nishad has answered the question correctly. What did you mean? What is your profession? What is your occupation? It is not what you are doing. What you are doing is what you are doing at the moment. And what did you use? What's your profession? Okay, be careful. It's a very common question in IELTS exam, but could be confusing if you don't listen to it carefully. Okay, next question. How do I address you? Walid.
Sorry?
How do I address you?
How I address you?
How do I address you? I'm writing it, yeah?
Yeah, how? Let me see. Do I address you? If you, how do I address you? If we have continue and we speak together, you maybe you can know me more. Yeah.
Okay. Professor Haida, what's your answer? How do I address you?
Up to you, teacher. You can send message for me or official email. Anything good from you.
All right. Katrina,
Yes, teacher.
how do I address you?
Yes, teacher. You can teach me very well.
All right. Nishad, how do I address you?
Teacher, my full name is MD Nishad Islam Minhas. You may address me as my middle name Nishad.
Teacher Lee James.
Right. What was the question? Just repeat the question for me quickly before I answer.
How do I address you?
Well, you can either decide to address me in a formal, informal manner. It's up to you. But if we are in public, then you can address me. You can address me in a formal manner, and if we are in private, you can address me. You can address me informally. It's up to you.
All right. Thank you very much. Again, remember, this is another confusing question in IELTS exam. What's your address? It means where do you live, your location, like your name, your house number, building, city, etc. But if the question is how do I address you, it means that what should I call you? Is it Mr., Mrs., doctor, teacher, professor, retirement, PhD student, businessman? So that is, these are the two questions very common, and most of the times our candidates get confused. Okay, is it clear now? Walid, Professor Haida, Katrina?
Yes, teacher. Yes, teacher.
Because
Yes,
the
teacher.
word address has two meanings depending on the stress and intonation. I'm writing it, yeah? Okay, remember that when address is a noun, our tone comes from upper intonation to down intonation, like address. Hey, mate, what's your address, please? I live in 25 blah 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 street in central London, for example. But if it is a verb, then the intonation goes other around. It goes from down tone to upper tone, like address. Look, address and address. So this is the difference, and that's the reason why sometimes pronunciation is very important in IELTS exam, which is why they have given 25% marks of the whole conversation, and you can get 25% if your pronunciation is correct.
Riyadh, sorry, could I just maybe add
Sure.
that the basic point of understanding these two words that sound the same but have different meanings is a standard homophone. So if you look at a homophone, a bear and bear, so here and here, it's common words that are used on a daily basis that we are oblivious to because it is something that we have gotten used to. It is something that we've gotten comfortable with. So if we have to take that away and then we learn it for the first time again, it's then going to be definitely put us in an uncomfortable position. So I would just recommend that whenever learning a new or a uncomfortable piece like this, just go back to basics in the sense of looking at the standard homophone, because this is exactly what it was. It was a indirect homophone that had an agenda of address and address. So how do you address me? Where do you live? And I just want to say that if you understand the basic of a homophone, you'll get the teaching of what the Rahat is saying. Does that make sense, Rahat?
That's right. Yeah, thank you very much. Let me welcome Kais. Welcome, Rupu. Who else is Teacher Ahmed, thanks for the donation. And then Rahim, I'm very good. Thanks for the question. Am I welcome? And who else is Idris again? Thank you very much. So in task 1, speaking section in IELTS exam, these are the two most confusing questions. And another very important rubric in IELTS exam is that if the question is in past tense, we have to remember we must always answer in past tense, unless it is a direct speech. Like in the past, for example, my mother always used to say, Rahat, study hard, otherwise you'll not be successful in life. It's a direct quotation, so I haven't used inverted comma. Okay, this is present tense. And the second rubric is that if the question is present tense, you can use now present, past, and future, depending on the way you like to represent. And similarly, and likewise, if the question is in future tense, you have to answer in the future tense. And that is really an important part in the task 3. And there are 2 questions in the task 3 in IELTS exam where you have to demonstrate your present, past, and future concepts of a grammatical topic, and also a conditional sentence, especially second conditional in most of the cases. So I'm going to give you a little bit hints about both of them in a moment. The question is a very common question, that do you use internet in your country, for example. It's a present, as you can see. You can say whatever you like to say. And then the related question would be after that, how easy it was 5 years ago to use the internet. Now we can see it's a past tense. And similarly, in the future, Do you think that will it be cheaper, or will there be many other resources for using internet? Okay. So these are the one of the questions in task 3, and another one is common question, and I'll ask you the same question today. Let me see how do you answer, all of you. Okay. Walid, Teacher Ali James will be the last person. Katrina, Haider, and Nishat. Hello, Madhav. Welcome. Rahim says, please continuously make our preparation. Never forget this act of use. Oh, my pleasure. Whenever I've got free time, I try to make open live stream. But as you see that I have a good number of lessons Monday to Sunday, I'm quite occupied with my class and lessons. Also other things. Okay, conditional. Okay, situation. So if you were the prime minister, remember, I'm writing it. If you were the prime minister of your country for a day, let me write it in the. I'm going to make the question a bit bigger. Okay, if you are the prime minister of your country, what 3 things would you resolve? Who would like to go first? Teacher James, you'd be the last person to answer because you're a teacher. You know all the answers. Nishad, would you like to go first?
Yes, teacher. Okay. If I were the sorry, teacher. If I were the prime minister of my country, what 3 things I would really change? The first one is should be like traffic jam. I would eradicate the traffic jam in my city, the capital city. And second things, I would definitely change the education system instead of and another things I would definitely change development of our can say like laboring job opportunity. I would definitely create a more job opportunity for those people who are not like getting the education background, but they have the getting like skilled working. I mean the skilled worker. They did not get the facilities. I would definitely change it.
Okay, thank you very much. Professor Haida, would you like to answer this question?
Yes, teacher. Yeah, that's great question, teacher. I want to change everything in my country actually. So, but I will start with fundamental thing. I wanna maybe increase the level of education. We are suffering nowadays. We are suffering from many issues in my country, especially related to education. Many schools in my country, they don't have maybe essential thing for education. So maybe I will provide them all things. Second important thing, I think we not in my country, just maybe in the most country in Middle East, we have to improve our health system. Yeah, as you know, teacher, I was working in my country in a big hospital, and I saw many issues actually, especially sometimes we don't have, until now we don't have essential thing for life. Maybe we don't have, how can I say, maybe reviving system or other things. And finally, if I have this opportunity, I will make a biggest resort for in my city. Actually, we don't have any resort in my city, so it will be better to make people feel happy and spend a great time with family. Yeah, that's all. Thank you, teacher.
Very good answer. Thank you very much. Katrina, would you like to answer?
No, teacher. No, teacher.
That's okay. If you don't want to, that's fine. There is no mandatory thing that you need to answer. Walid, would you like to answer or you like to ignore?
Me too. Don't like because we have a lot of things.
Okay, no problem. Now we're
Yeah.
just having some, fun as well as some giving some tips and techniques to our learners. So welcome Jayad, Iman, Rahim, and Anisa. Thank you very much. And Madhav, okay. My classes times are based on the UK because I live in the UK. If you have to check my profile to find out, it will reflect your own time, your own local time. Like if you're watching from Pakistan, it will be showing Pakistani time. If you're watching from India, it will be reflecting in Indian time. If you're watching from North America, I've got few students that it will show in their own time. So this clock is really an amazing clock which will represent your local time. So it's better not to ask me what time. Please check my profile. You'll be finding out all the answer. Okay. All right. So this is one of the questions in IELTS exam, and very often, the reason for asking, because there is a pattern. You can see if you were. This is a conditional. And remember, one of the greatest rubrics of IELTS exam is that whatever the question stance is there, you need to use it when you're answering. And do not be limited to yes or no when you're answering. Rather, try to use one or two complete sentences, because IELTS exam is the exam for testing your English language. If you don't speak loudly, clearly, if the examiner is not able to hear you, the examiner will not be able to assess your quality of speaking. They can assess these 4 criteria which I have shown. So it's always better for you to be outspoken, well conversant, and be confident. Okay, even if you are making mistakes, don't worry about that, because this is the test to assess your mistake as well. And you can't learn it until you make mistakes. I remember that English is my second language. I was born in a country called Bangladesh. Bengali is my first language, a mother tongue, and I had to learn English in a very hard and difficult way. And I wouldn't actually learn until I made mistakes. And honestly speaking, guys, up to year 7 or class 7, all my English writings were more or less incorrect. I hardly could pass the exam. My family members, my parents, my brothers were unhappy. However, when I was in year 7, my nephew learned grammar from a local teacher and who taught me, and I'm much, much grateful to him. Because of him, today I could, write grammatically correct. Okay, so these are some of the information about IELTS exam. I think Madhav has written a very big sentence. If I was, that is a wrong answer. In conditional, we do not use if I was. It should be if I were. Remember that it is a subjunctive or hypothetical situation where you have to use irregular verb like were instead of was. If I were the prime minister of my country, I would go for following amendments: would establish job opportunities, creating niche based support. Secondly, I would provide free education. Thirdly, I would establish health services nearby remote areas. Very good thoughts. Okay. And also good answer from Professor Haider and Nishad. And I believe that you both are considering to sit for the IELTS exam. That's why you're preparing it. That is a really good point. Remember that when you're answering in IELTS any question, we try to prioritize with the bullet point. We said 1, 2, 3. Being a prime minister, you can't do all these things, right? For logical wise, okay, you have to ask your relevant department to find out some special qualified people who can do the job for you to develop the country. So you'll obviously employ those people who are capable of making changes, planning, forecast, because you've got human resources, you've got financial resources. You need now qualified and competent people. Yes.
Teacher, you remember me one thing. You before 1 year, Iraqi Prime Minister changing in the 1 month three person, you know? Maybe you can Google it and you can see. But I know some of people is not changing his bottle of gas in the 1 month, more than
Oh,
1 month. You know?
Why you could have taken a chance to become the prime minister in that time?
But
yeah,
you know, but
I got it. I got it. What is?
you got it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Professor Haidar is from there, by the way.
yeah.
Okay. Sherry has written, if I were the prime minister of my country, I would reduce things prices for only the poor. Second, develop infrastructure, and finally, ensure none would remain jobless. Okay. Good thought. Rahim says, "Oh, I teacher, we belonged to same country." Okay. All right. All right. So this is one of the techniques. Let's move on a little bit more in cue card, and there are some speaking techniques. Okay, remember that. Another question is, they say, like, what do you do? Like you say, a profession. Hang on a second. I'm going to show you. Oh, maybe teacher Lee James, you can explain. Very often people come and ask me, how do I know that someone is speaking in British English or the American English? What are the common ways a layman can understand from the conversation that it's a British accent, oh, it's an American accent? If you can give some, clues, it would be better.
Okay, so the way to go about having a look at this, like myself, I have an accent. It's not an accent of British and American. It's just it's what I've developed through the amount of hours that I've put out online, and it's not something that I wanted to achieve. It happened, through the experiences, through the countless hours of teaching, through the different types of students. And so you'll hear sometimes I will say class and class. So class and class. So a lot of the times we have the American standard where they will say grass and grass. So the Americans will say lawn. Oh, Americans will say grass, and then the UK will say lawn. So the lawn. So there is a difference in the way in which the context of the word is used. Like grass, that is the Americans use this informal structure of LBS pounds, and their whole met or non met. I think is it a metric or non-metric? Riyadh, can you just correct me? They have what system are they on? I know South Africa's on the metric. So what are they on? Because their way of doing things like pounds, LBS, what's gallons, yards, miles. Those are all. That's like all an exaggeration of what the metric system is. Are they on the imperial system? If I'm not mistaken.
Right, I think so.
Okay, so let's take it that they're on the imperial system. So everything that they do is an exaggeration of what the current circumstance is in sense of their wording. So their wording will be different. Let's say, for example, they will spell color as COLOR, where British will spell it COLOUR. So there is a definite difference in a tense, or even just a letter, or the grammar of in which the letter is being used for the wording. So I would just have a look at the way in which the word is being placed in the sentence. So if we read, for example, 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 example. So it's their way of pronouncing a word that sounds completely different and foreign to many of us, and then we then take it into context. Oh, okay, well, it's not. It's exactly the same. It's just they have their way of, let's say, for example, spelling, teaching, writing. Like, for example, I'll give you a straightforward example. I'm teaching in the UK now, and a lot of I have a couple of students that are preparing for grammar school. This is the first time that I'm doing a grammar school introduction, where I'm preparing these students to get into some of the top grammar schools in the UK. I've never done it before because I've been teaching Asians for the last 3.5 years. But I just want to say this to you, the step up in terms of where it's brought me to reanalyze and look at these points that we are now looking at in terms of IELTS, in terms of your grammar, in terms of sentence structure, paraphrasing, conversation, formal English, informal English, so how do you start your sentence? How do you end your sentence? The wording, your vocabulary, this all plays a massive part in where you are on your way to what do you want to achieve. So you cannot watch UK and US at the same time. You need to choose. It's either you follow the US or you follow the UK, because to be honest with you, it's going to confuse you. So either you get your pronunciation to, okay, I want to follow the UK or I want to follow the US, then stick there. Because if you're going to turn back and you're going to look at Riyadh, you're going to get confused. So I would rather just focus on them. If you're focusing on UK, focus on their syllabus, their way of speaking, their way of spelling. And if you are then focusing on the US, then I would focus on their tenses, their pronunciation, their abbreviations, and how they then conduct their sentences, and obviously, do their reading and writing, because their children use the finger space in their books for the US. I've taught a couple of their students, and it's totally different to the UK.
Thank you very much. That's pretty cool insight. Okay, as you can see, Teacher Lee has highlighted a few sites, and I'm going to add something later. Okay, and remember, this is like today's, live stream is like a competition. I have to finish by 10 o'clock positively, because we should be punctual. That is how it works on the competition day. Okay, so in speaking, as I was saying earlier, in most of the cases, we are not allowed to use some of the contractions like wanna, gonna, though many people use it in IELTS exam. Remember that you can use it, but it will affect your score. Okay, because it is a kind of pretty, informal English, because IELTS exam is a formal environment where you have to demonstrate your speaking quality by using different way of presenting a word, formal way, as Teacher Lee James has said. Remember that we need to know the formal expressions. Okay, and another very basic difference between the writing section is that when we are writing, and we are going to give some highlights of writing. In writing section, and both of the general and academic, there is task 1 and task 2. Task 1, we assume that you'll spend 20 minutes, you have to write 150 words. And task 2, 40 minutes, you have to write 250 words minimum. And common question, can we write extra more? Yes, 10%. In some cases, you can write a little bit more. It depends on the examiner's discretion. And also, and both of the writing cases, we have to understand that we have to use formal words. Number 1. Number 2, academic words if possible. Vocab, rich vocab, and different kinds of grammatical structure, and also the spelling techniques, as Teacher Lee has explained. We have to follow only one spelling technique, British English spelling technique or American English spelling technique. In one writing, one topic, you can't mix both of them. It will affect your score. And also those expressions that we use very often, that is in spoken, is that, and also we shouldn't use contraction. Remember that in written English, we don't say like the way of saying we don't. You have to write fully, we do not. Okay, that is an important matter. And another thing is a very common question, I've seen it. People are confused about using this word. I'm going to write it Okay. On the comment section, a lot of. Okay. Lots of or tons of. Tons of. We very often use these three words when we're explaining something. But remember that this is the expression that is only allowed in spoken English. You can't write in a written English. In written English, in that case, you have to write, depending on the subject, countable or uncountable, many or much. Many people do
It
not
would be
know that.
better to use, I think, teacher, the majority or something like that.
Majority, you can use majority, but you can't use a lot of or lots of or tons of.
Yeah.
Okay. And also, when you're writing, the first thing would be task response. Like, is it task 1, pie chart, table, map, process diagram, bar chart, etc., etc. And marking criteria is same. Task achievement means when you're writing about the task, coherence and cohesions, 25%, lexical resources, another 25%, grammatical range and accuracy, 25%. All right, I'm going through quickly because the time is flying. Okay, important part in writing. If you are planning to get score more than 6 in IELTS exam in both academic or general, you must know how to write complex sentences or compound sentences. Okay, it is a major factor to get your score above 6. And very often, many of our learners are not aware of this, important grammar rule, how they can make compound or complex sentence. Okay. Ahmed, welcome. Another Ahmed, Idris, Ice, Madhav, Sherry. Yeah, we're going to explain the basic difference between the British and American English in a while. Let us finish this part quickly. So, what is the idea of compound sentence? Let me give you a good example. Walid, are you there?
Yes, teacher.
Walid, do you like tea or coffee?
Coffee.
Oh, Flourish, welcome. Thank you very much for subscribing. Let me bring her. You like coffee? Okay. Teacher James, what do you like, tea or coffee?
No, mate, I don't do tea with the queen. I will definitely do coffee, man. I'm a Java type of guy. I don't do tea with the queen. I'm sorry, man.
No, I'm just giving example. That's why I'm just. Okay, Katrina, what do you like, tea or coffee?
No, I'm joking.
Tea or coffee?
Oh, I do coffee. I'm a Java guy. So Java is another expression for coffee. So definitely coffee, Java.
Java. Okay. And Katrina, what's your favorite, tea or coffee?
Coffee. Cappuccino.
Cappuccino. Okay. Nishad? Nishad has muted. Has he slept already? Professor Haida, tea or coffee?
Yeah. Honestly, teacher, I don't like both. I prefer to drink water only.
All right. Flourish, thank you very much for the subscriptions. Flourish, what do you like, tea or coffee?
Hello, good morning, teacher. Yes, I like coffee, teacher.
You like coffee? Okay. Now the reason for
Thank
bringing
you.
this issue to explain compound sentence. Okay. First, what is compound sentence? Compound sentence, there are two subject and two verbs which are independently enough to explain. Okay. So for example, 3 people have chosen teas, another 3 people have chosen coffee. Now you can see, I can say 3 people like coffee, other 3 people like tea. 3 people like coffee is a complete sentence, one subject, one verb. And similarly, other 3 people like tea, one subject, one verb. Now, if you want to connect these two sentences together, which is sometimes we called clause, we have to bring a conjunction. Okay, coordinating conjunction like and, so, that, for, what, but, etc. And this is the way we can create compounds. And now I can say 3 people like tea, but other 3 people like coffee. Now think that 3 people like tea is complete sentence and the other 3 people like coffee is complete sentence, but they are connected with the coordinating conjunction but or and you can use if you want to. So This is the concept of compound sentence. Okay, so guys, remember that in order to get good marks in IELTS exam, we have to use compound sentences. And I'm sure last week we practiced Nishad, Walid. Do you remember? You guys practiced a
Inshallah.
lot. Flourish as well.
Yeah.
Could you please give us?
Riyadh, maybe you should just break down the word compound into two parts to make it easier to understand, because that's quite a complex word in the sense of, you know, in going into an exam like this. So breaking down the word compound, which is then obviously the main source of this word or this topic you are explaining, will then maybe help the students understand it better if you break it into two categories. So if you take the word com and the other pound, and then you then categorize it like that, maybe it would be a helping learning tool for the students that could battle with big words. Just a thought. I don't know. It just came across me now while you were busy teaching.
Yeah, thank you. That's right. Actually, I have written it, but it's still academic writing. That's why I'm explaining them. Okay.
Okay.
So compound sentences are basically combination of two sentences with coordinating conjunctions like for and but, and individually both of the sentences have got complete meaning. So another example is that this house is too expensive and that house is too small. See, both are complete sentences, but they have been connected with the coordinating conjunctions and fanboys, the acronym, Madhav has already explained that, a mnemonic device which stands for the for, and, nor, but, or, yet, so. When you're writing in a written part of IELTS exam and a speaking part, you must use compound sentences in order to get good marks. So what happens when you use compound sentences? Then our thought process, our presentation becomes much more better and easier. I don't know from where the sound is coming, an echo. I'm checking. Walid, can you please mute yourself? It's echoing from somewhere. Hello, it has stopped now. Yeah, it must be coming from one of our guest speakers. I don't know. Not from Walid, not from Haida.
No. Yeah.
And now it is coming again.
Nisha. Yeah.
Was it
Well,
from
I'm
Nisha?
on mute, so it can't come from me because I'm on mute.
No, we can hear you still. Don't worry. I've unmuted you. I was just testing from which source it was coming. Okay, so this is one of the another important features to get good scores in IELTS exam. All right, so Flourish, you can unmute it.
Yes, teacher.
Welcome back.
Thank you so much, teacher.
So has your financial problem been resolved from the Hallo?
Yes, sir, the first one, because it gave me back. It refunded to refunded, teacher.
That's great. Okay, so as we go through, we are just giving some inside information about IELTS exam, what you need to know. Right, so let me see. Okay, in writing part or written part, there are three important sections: introduction, body, and conclusion. Remember that in every academic writing, also in your research paper, assignment, exam paper, or IELTS exam, or CELTA, or TOEFL, or test of written English, or Delta, or any other international English language test where you have to demonstrate your writing, we always follow this pattern, which is internationally accepted: introduction, body, and conclusion. So introduction is basically paraphrase of the title, what you're going to say in 2 to 3 lines, and the body part you explain the thoughts and ideas, what you're going to describe. You can give some examples, you can give some comparison, you can give some analysis. Remember that this is very important, especially in IELTS exam. And the conclusion part is the part where you can always, suggest your thoughts or recommend something, or maybe you can advise indirectly to the readers. Okay, so let me show you one topic quickly, and after that we're going to go to the main difference between British English and American English a little bit more, like some formal words: help, assist. Okay, help and assist, which one is formal word here? And Flourish.
Assist, I think so.
Okay,
Assist teacher.
assist, yeah. Professor Haider,
Yeah.
Walid,
Yes, assist.
assist. Professor Haider.
I don't know, teacher. I think both formal.
Okay, how about
Yes,
you,
teacher.
Nishad?
Teacher, it's assist.
Okay, assist is the formal word. It's coming from you, Nishad. I understand. It's like, muffing sound. Hello, Madhu, welcome. Idris, welcome. Amy, welcome. Bismillah, we are from Egypt. Ahlan sahlan. Ya Masriya. Welcome. Okay, help is informal, assist is formal. Similarly, ask and inquire. One of them is formal, another one is informal. Okay, so these are some of the examples, a few words. And
Inquire.
then,
Is it
sorry, go on.
inquire? Is it en? I think in.
Inquire with en, that is inquiry you are possibly looking for. Inquire is a verb.
INQ.
INQUIRY, that is inquiry. That is, you see, that is the difference of spelling of American and British English. Inquiry with I, inquiry with E.
Okay.
Yes, Bismillah, I know Arabic. I know 6 languages, fortunately. Okay, now I'm going to demonstrate a topic quickly. Task 1 in IELTS exam, okay? You see, in one part, this is the task 1. The line chart shows average attendance at the cinema among various age groups in the US from 2000 to 2011. You can see in the left-hand side, in y-axis, percentage, 0, 10, 20, 30, 40. And x-axis, the years like 2000, 2002, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. And this line chart of different ages, 35, 25, 35, 7 to 14, 15 to 24. Now, the question is how many paragraphs we have to write. I'm sure the students who have taken the lessons and classes from me, they know the answer. As you can see, there are 4 lines. We have to write at least 4 paragraphs. Each of the paragraphs should be separate. Okay. And you have to write the analysis and the explanation and comparison as well. Here is a challenging part because IELTS exam, especially written part, is a time control exam. We have to bear in mind that you have to write the task 1 at least 150 words. Haider, it is 3. There are 4 lines. You can see that. Haider, are you there? Look, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 lines in the pie chart. So you have to write 4 paragraphs at least. Okay, Nishad, you muted yourself. That's okay. So we have to also compare. You have to also analyze why it is happening based on the data, whatever you see. Remember that whenever you're writing something, it should be only from the information you have given. Okay, you can't bring anything else outside of this topic. Now, as I was saying, task 1, 150 words, 20 minutes. Very often students ask, does the teacher count the word? Yes, they do count it. Remember that. If it is less than 150, you're not going to get good marks at all, even though your writing is the best writing. You have to write minimum 150 in task 1. And likewise in task 2, 250 words in 40 minutes. And always make sure after writing your task 1 and task 2, you should count it. You should check your writing, especially your grammar. That's why they you are always advised to write in pencil if you are sitting for the paper-based IELTS exam. There is computer-based, you have to type in that case. And there is also paper-based. If you are comfortable in writing, take the paper-based exam. If you are not comfortable in writing, but you're expert in typing, take the computer-based exam, where you have to type all of your written tasks. You don't have to write anything at all. Hi, Zana, Team Red, welcome. After a long time, we have seen a Team Red supporter. Great. Sherry, welcome. Okay, any other questions as I go through? We have only 24 minutes.
I've got the actual explanation between. Sorry, I didn't think of it now, but I've got the actual explanation between the British English and the American English. So when you're ready, I can give you
I'll
that
come to that
explanation.
point in a moment, Teacher James. Okay, let me finish it quickly. So the task
No,
to
sure, 100%. You take your time.
no, we don't have much time. 24 minutes will go in the twinkle of an eye. Okay, so when you're comparing, you can see we use sometimes slight rise, rose slightly, or a gradual fall, or has fallen gradually. These are the words we must use. Okay, and also remember what are the things we have to use in IELTS writing. We do not use first person, we use third person. Like we don't say I'm going to explain, we say it will be explained, or this chart explains, this chart defines, shows, illustrates, depicts, elaborates, or it will be explained. Okay, these are the ways we have to write. And what are the other things we are not allowed? Number one, informal writing, informal expressions, contractions of the words, plagiarism. Okay, and do not write anything that is copied from somewhere else. We call it plagiarism. And always try to write off your own. Okay, and do not write beyond the topic. Do not write unnecessary words. You're not going to get good marks at all. So that is the writing part. And task 2, these are the topics generally they ask: opinion based, advantage or disadvantage, problems and solutions, discussions, dispute, descriptive or qualitative, argumentative, forecast, direct questions and solutions. And the topics are general health, environment, family, food, sport, travel, economics, art, education, development, globalization, public transport, criminal justice, youth crime, etc. Okay, and also we have to write this type of sentence in a task: simple, complex, compound, conditional, gerund, and passive. And task 1 in writing, general writing, if you remember, we have to write either a letter or an application. And the letter should be generally invitation, request, family letter, confirmation, appreciation. And applications are mostly based on complaint, inquiry, booking, etc. Similar kind of. And also same pattern: introduction, body, conclusion, blah blah blah. And the end of the letter and application, we have to write, depending on the subject, yours sincerely, sincerely yours. Okay, we're not going to go details of this. And sometimes we write with compliments, best compliments, regards, kind regards, your loving friend, blah blah blah. These are okay. And let me see if we have left. Teacher Sky, welcome. Team Red rocks.
Teacher Sky.
If you have time, Teacher Sky, please hop on. Yes, after finishing this live stream, we'll go to Teacher Sky's live stream. Okay, she's coming. Teacher Sky, Yahoo. Where is she? Welcome, Teacher Sky.
Hello.
Hello, Teacher Sky.
Can you
Hello,
see
Teacher
and
Sky.
hear me okay?
Yes,
Yeah.
teacher.
Perfect.
Hello.
Final.
It's Flourish.
Yes, teacher. Finally, I miss you.
Hi, Katrina. Oh, and Lee James. Hello. My goodness, what a big class hater. And Walid, I love your thumbnail. That is so good. The comfort zone. Get out of your comfort zone, right, Raha Ali?
Yes.
Yeah.
And
Oh, how neat.
Ah,
Teacher
Good to
Sky,
see you all.
Teacher Sky, I'm sure you know all of them. Yeah, once again, Walid, Professor Haider, Lee James, teacher.
I know everyone
Oh,
here, I
all
feel
right.
like. Yeah, we had them over last weekend. Yeah, for a gathering. How are you guys? Is it late for you
Uh,
or
No,
early
Well,
it's early
it's about
morning here.
in the
20,
morning?
12.
It's late here, teacher.
they are from the
Yeah.
future, teacher
Very
Sky.
late. All different times. Oh, that's great. You guys are
Yeah.
real troopers. And I'm very proud of you all for working so hard. Rahat Ali will work you hard. He's a hard teacher.
Thank you.
That is a
Rahad,
compliment.
don't gloat now, buddy. I just gave you a compliment. Don't throw it away for the Americans. And you must remember the Queen is on your side, huh? It's either the Americans or it's the Queen. You must choose, huh? You can't sit on the fence, mate.
Thank you, Idris. Oh, look at that. Today, sky colors blue or red. The sky is red today, oddly enough. Yeah, that's great. I guess it depends on where you're at, but yeah, I pulled out all of my props that I possibly can. I've got, of course, I always have a lot of love for everyone here, but this was given to me by a dear friend. She was in my first class when I started my master's degree over 15 years ago. It's Free State University. And
Oh yes, the University of Free State in South Africa.
you know it?
Did you?
Yes.
Yes, I do because I used to work for Northwest University. Also,
That's what I read on
Northwest
your
University. Yes,
profile.
yes.
Yes.
So I was working with the master doctoral students for the Faculty of Theology,
Oh,
and we
did
were
you know?
traveling.
Oh, in
Yes,
theology. How interesting.
yes,
What a great subject.
yes,
My friend's
yes.
name
So
is Tutu Kyle Jita, and she is now Dr. Jita, and she inspired me. So I started my PhD dissertation work, and I'm scheduled to graduate in June. So I'm right
okay.
Wow.
behind you, Rahat Ali. You just graduated, didn't you?
Rahat Ali, PhD. Can you see?
All right.
Look at me.
He is a
We're a
scholar.
happy family.
We
Yes.
are indeed.
Oh, I love that one. Do you know scholar practitioner?
No.
Scholar is you're a student, a scholar, right? You study, right? You're all students, scholar. Practitioner, you practice, right? Do you
Mhm.
practice every day?
Yes, teacher. I
I know
practice every
Flourish
day.
does. Flourish is in my dedication of my dissertation. She helped me at a
Oh,
critical time when I needed to
that's
see it's called coding and to be able to analyze my data. I needed spreadsheets. She's a professional. You know, there's a lot of professionals around Hallow, a lot of really smart people, especially if they come to Team Red's live stream,
No, no,
right?
don't
yes.
bribe us now.
Everyone is
Don't bribe us.
there.
Is pink okay?
Yeah.
But there's
Okay.
no pic.
It's got some red in it, right? It's pink.
Yeah.
Do you know what the
Well,
white is called? What is the white? Oh, I've got my fan on.
what is the white called?
What are those? White.
Like
They look like polka
polka
dots.
Polka
dots.
dots.
Oh, you remembered polka
Of
dot.
course.
Polka
Polka
dots.
dots.
Or you can call them
Uh,
white
Yes.
dots. Right, right.
Or
Well,
we can just
Raha,
stick with polka dots and
that's great
yes.
because sometimes you need to describe a pattern, you know, of someone's clothing and they have polka dots. I have my live
yeah.
stream in 15 minutes, so I'm watching the clock.
Yeah,
You
teacher
guys,
Oh.
this is
Sky.
warm up.
Yeah.
Warm up. Thank
Stay
you,
with us 10
Rahat.
more minutes, then you can go if you want to. So we are discussing earlier, teacher Lee James has some explanation, the difference between the British English and American English and the
Oh,
pronunciation. Letter R and
yes.
letter T, the two important
Okay.
letters.
Yes. And the
Vowel sound.
A,
Vowel sound.
A or A,
Ah,
like
yeah.
potato,
Yeah.
potato.
Yeah, that's right. Vowel
Yeah, no,
sound.
look, you
Deep
guys,
tongue.
Yeah.
you Americans, you like to just, ride it out, boy. Like they say,
Yeah.
you want to
Well,
pour some brown sugar? So
Lee
yes,
James,
you guys have
you don't know who you're talking to. I'm a native Texan, honey.
really?
So I go way back with them cowboys back there in Texas, you know.
Okay. Well, I hope that you've got a big gun because this town ain't big enough for the two of us, honey. It's either going to be you or it's going to be me.
That's so
All right.
fun. You are really good and so much fun. Has everyone had fun today with all of the red and blue and just it's been like a big
Well,
party around here. Yeah. Are you
I've
learning?
only joined. I've only been. I've only come back to Hollow now after the good couple of months. I've been teaching on other platforms, and I just tonight logged on for the first time, and I didn't know it was this event. I forgot about it, and yeah, my good friend Rahat, which I met once. Yeah, he was here, and I just kept on checking him out, and yeah, so I'm very proud of him, what he's accomplished, and how he's grown through the platform. So yeah, it's really great to see.
Yeah.
It's inspiring.
He's one of the top teachers. We're really lucky. We've got him on our red team. He's making us lots of points here with 60 viewers. And did you all subscribe? I hope some people subscribe to Rahat Ali because you will have a great class if you do.
64.
It's very in-depth.
Teacher Skies,
Did
it was
you?
highest was 64.
Nice. Good to hear. This has been a very fun and productive day. Hallow needs to do more of these. It's really fun.
Exactly.
Okay, are you ready for my explanation,
Yes,
Rahat?
yes, go on. We have got 13 minutes more.
Okay, so there are three major
Niches?
differences. Yeah, there are three major differences between American and British English. The first is the pronunciation are different with the vowel and the consonants. So a lot of the times the words are stressed as well as the intonation. So that the vocab also differs in terms of nouns and verbs and also phrasal verbs. So the Americans like to use their phrasal verbs. They like to throw that phrasal verb out there. I don't know why. I think it's maybe because they are on the imperial. Are you guys on the imperial system, Teacher Sky? What system are you guys on? Is it the imperial
Imperial? Are you talking about
or the
Weights,
metric?
metric system, the
Yeah,
weights.
so
No, we're not in metric even. We
no,
do have
then it's
some metric, but
yeah, okay, all right. So
imperial,
basically, yeah,
is that what they
imperial.
call just inches and
Yeah, it's
miles, not
yes,
the
100%.
metric? United States, when I was young, we were supposed to
Yeah.
learn the metric system and we were supposed to know it, but we never did. And I guess we
Yes.
just forgot
You
and
came up with
got
your own. You
behind.
came up with your own LBS. Can I please have one packet of LBS? Like, what is that? Like, are you joking? Right. So,
Well, just
okay.
like
So,
Fahrenheit, the way we do our temperature
yeah,
is
no, your
just
temperature, you
you
guys
have
are
to
quick, eh?
add 30, okay? So
Yeah,
freezing
no.
can't just be 0, it has to be 30. And you have to do the addition like, okay, it's 30 plus 50 is 80 degrees, your temperature.
So,
We
but
have to
the
do
thing
the
that I want to,
math.
why do you guys call a boot of a car a trunk and the aircon a AC? Can you turn off the AC? Or
AC is
can you
air
open the trunk?
conditioning. Have you heard of AC/DC?
Definitely, but I don't think because they're British. They're
I
British. Whoa,
know
wait
Rahat
now. Don't,
Ali knows AC/DC. Angus,
wait,
yeah,
hang on, Ali. Is it British? Because I think they
they
are
are
British.
British, aren't they? It's a rock
Yes, they
band.
are.
Okay.
So yes, okay. So in terms of
And
this,
turtle hole.
the
Did
verb,
you say turtle hole?
I
Did I hear
didn't say
turtle hole as the trunk in the car?
a
Did you?
trunk. Yeah. So trunk, which is the boot
Brute. Oh, I've heard
the
turtle
boot. Yes.
hole before.
Oh
Turtle
no. So the
hole. It's
boot,
like a
a
turtle.
boot of a car, a trunk of a car.
BOOT?
Same as boot.
BOOT?
So yes, so BOOT. Yes, it
I'm
would be.
learning. Are you guys learning? Are
Yeah.
you taking
So
notes?
we call that a doubles final with a double letter, doubles final like in tennis.
Right, right.
Normally when a doubles final comes in, it's a be verbing of a word, where you either then add the ing, or you add an extra letter to help with the pronunciation. Okay, so boot and trunk are two opposites, and then like AC and aircon, air conditioner, AC. So there's a couple of things that I don't understand, but okay.
What about
In terms of the
fridge?
verb usage,
Fridge for refrigerator? Fridge?
Yeah.
You guys know that
yes,
one?
Yeah.
What
we
about if
we
you're going to school? Lab
yeah,
for
going to the lab. Yeah, going to the
laboratory.
lab. Yeah,
Now wait a minute.
but
You guys have a lavatory, right?
That is
Like the
V.
bathrooms are called lavatory.
That's
How do you
right.
spell that?
Same V.
laboratory. It's
We
actually laboratory.
really? For
Yes.
restrooms? Laborat? Oh,
No. So that
I'm
so
all
that'll be a toilet.
confused.
Toilet.
Ah, I would get so lost. You know what
Uh,
though? Rahat,
yes.
Bob Dylan is playing in London
Yeah.
and my husband wants to go. I
Oh,
think it would be such a great place. Have you know Bob Dylan?
yeah, I do know
You
Bob
guys,
Dylan, the
Yes.
greatest
He's a good singer. Yeah.
musician. Yeah.
we love him. He
So I can't
follows
believe
him.
I
He
joined
goes to
the
see him
red
a lot.
team. I'm actually a blue guy. I'm a blue.
Oh no! And he
Do you
admitted it.
see?
Oh
Do you
golly.
see my my bag on my profile pic? That is blue, and I always have a Peppa Pig background. It's also blue.
I never heard
So
from Boot. I
yes,
haven't seen you don't comment
boot.
much, Lee James. I
Who?
don't see many comments from you. I will be sure
Where?
and say hello. I like to follow you and message people when I see them
Thank
on
you.
the you
But I
guys.
haven't been on the platform, teacher. Oh, Sky. I haven't. I like I said, it's been a while. Rehat also was very surprised to see me. I've been away. I've really been working hard on other dimensions of the universe. So it's really been tough.
Ah,
And but Hollow is a unique platform, and it always
truly it
creates
is.
it always creates a exciting uh, atmosphere that can't get anywhere else, and that's why I'm proud of Riyadh and all the guys that are just lifting the banner of why we do this high. I mean,
It's amazing.
uh,
I missed
yeah.
Sherry's comment earlier. She said if happiness had a color, which color would it be? Did you guys see
Red.
that? Did you guess? Did everybody have a
Definitely
different
not
color?
red.
Type it.
Definitely not red.
Red.
Definitely
Now,
not
my
red.
dad would disagree. He liked the candy apple red cars, the old cars, and he just loved a red pickup. And if my mom wore red, oh, she looked like $1,000,000. But I think probably a happy color. I mean, I have my own favorite colors, but if it's a happy color for the whole world, I'm betting on a rainbow. Don't you think? Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
rainbow's
All
good.
the
Yeah.
colors. They call that the spectrum. Have you all studied that in science?
Physics.
The color?
That's
Yeah, the
science
spectrum.
fiction.
Is it
Definitely.
really?
Well, it depends on which
Transient.
how
I
deep
see
you are
hero.
willing to go. Yeah, no, look, I think in terms of basic science, yes, it's there, but I think more for the guys that are going in depth, and we'll have a look at the spectrum and all of those fancy
Well, this is so cool.
terminologies.
Now, Rahat
It
Ali,
is,
I'm
eh?
going to have to get ready for my live stream,
Sure.
and I've got to plug my live stream here. Reading, and I don't know if you can see it. Can you see red? How do you spell red?
Read. Red. Similar
Reading,
spelling. Red.
red.
Reading. Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah, so it's a play on words. So I hope you all will come to my live stream. And
Sure.
Rahat Ali, this was so good.
I'll be
Good
joining you.
job.
I can guarantee.
Okay, great guys. Thank you. Bye. Bye,
Take care.
Flores.
Bye,
Bye,
teacher
Lee
Sky.
Nice to
James.
meet
Take
you.
care.
Nice
Finally.
guy. Okay.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. I'd like to share one more important difference between the British and American English.
Yeah, sure.
T, letter T. In British English, most of the cases we pronounce T as a strong T, whereas If the T is in between two vowel sounds, in American English, they sound like D or flap T.
Yeah.
For example, we say water and they say water. Yeah.
Water.
Yeah.
Water.
Similarly,
Water.
identity, they say identity.
Identity.
Okay. And also in British English, we must pronounce R if the R is at the beginning of the word or second word, or maybe it is in between two vowel sounds. We have to pronounce the R, but we do not pronounce the R when there is a vowel sound before it, like water. The R, there is E before it, and we're not
Yes.
pronouncing. But if there is R after R, there is a vowel sound like there. For example, you have to pronounce it. Or you can see this example. This is my car, but my car is in front of the park. Why you are pronouncing R? Because after R there is vowel I sound, is. My car is in front of the park. So we need to pronounce R in that case. So these are some basic rules and basic differences as well. So welcome Bimal, Sherry, Hero. Who else is here? And there are many differences in expressions, as teacher Sky and teacher James Lee has explained, like petrol pump, yeah, gas station,
Yeah.
yeah,
Gas station.
schedule. We say schedule, they say schedule. Like all the R sound, like we say class, they say class, yeah. We say hot, they
Yeah.
said hot.
So I've got some words here open, Rehat. So we pronounce aeroplane, they pronounce airplane.
Airplane,
Like
that's right.
air and then plane. We pronounce anti-clockwise, they pronounce counterclockwise.
Exactly.
Autumn, fall.
That's right. Autumn is a French word. Bimal has a question how to
Yeah.
pronounce with the start TH. There are two types of TH, so you need to understand, Bimal. One is unvoiced and another is voiced. This is another important feature of pronunciation. If you don't know how to pronounce the voiced or how to differentiate it, then it will be difficult for you to pronounce it clearly. And teacher Lee James and Flourish, to explain briefly, voiced sounds are those when we use our vocal cord, the sound that come from our vocal cord. How do you know? If you touch your throat and if you find that it is vibrating, these are the sounds that is coming from the vocal cord, and that those are voiced sounds. Like all the vowel sounds are voiced sounds. Okay, and sounds that come from our mouth, tongue, or through nose, or maybe exhalation of the air, those are unvoiced sounds. For example, th, thank you, unvoiced, but thought is voiced. So this is the way you can differentiate. Similarly, sh has another sorry, Flourish, go on.
Thursday.
Thursday, think. Yeah, these are unvoiced. How do you know it is unvoiced? That your tongue will touch your tooth when you're pronouncing. You can feel that, oh yeah, my tongue is touching the tooth. That means it is unvoiced sound. Okay, so these are some of the basic features of IELTS exam. I hope that we have explained and we have learned something new. Thank you very much for the support, teacher Legion. That's really my honor and pleasure to get you back on Hello once again. Flourish, thanks for the
Amen.
subscription. And thank you very much for
pleasure,
all the
teacher.
people who are watching silently but not making comments. Your presence is also important for me because of your love and support today where I am. And I've got more than 178,000 followers, which I could never imagine. And the highest teacher who has got the maximum followers, teacher Ryan, and I'm after him. Okay, so we are neck to neck competition. He's from team blue, I'm from team red. But however, it's just a competition. We as a Hello teachers, we all support each other and help each other. Okay,
For fun.
for fun, yes. We're going to finish this live stream in 10 seconds because teacher Sky is going to start. Thank you very much once again, teacher Lee James.
Thank you.
Cool, man.
Flourish and all the people. I'll see you later.
Really good.
Thank you, Sir James.
Okay.
Thank you very
Yes,
much.
it was good.
Bye.
Pleasure.
Okay, so thank you very much, everyone. It's really my pleasure to see and meet many people. I hope to see you later. Take care and bye.